students! I'm glad you're back today. Today we get to learn food signs. So it's always nice to know signs for things that you use every day, and we all eat every day. So I wanted to teach you some signs for foods. First meal we eat every day we call breakfast. To make the sign for breakfast, make a B, and you're going to circle it around the side of your mouth. Breakfast. 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 Our second meal of the day is lunch, and it starts with L for L, so make your L, and you're going to circle that around the side of your mouth. Lunch. 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 And our last meal of the day, when we get home in the evening and eat with our families, hopefully you get to eat with your family, is dinner. So make a D, since dinner starts with a D. We're going to circle that around your mouth. Dinner. 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 Sometimes between our meals we like to have a snack. To make the sign for snack you need your G. So make a G with your hand. And you're going to put it by your mouth and flick it out. Snack. 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 Almost every day we eat bread at some point during the day. To make the sign for bread, you need one hand to be like the loaf of bread, and then the other hand is going to be your knife. You're going to slice it. Bread. 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 On our bread, we like to put butter and other things. To make the sign for butter, we're going to make one flat hand, and that's like our piece of bread, and then you need your H hand, and you're going to use it like it's the knife to spread the butter. 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 Meat is probably a part of most of your dinners or lunches, sometimes breakfast. Meat, you need one hand out, and make sure that thumb's up, because your other hand is going to use your thumb and your pointer finger to pinch and wiggle that part of your hand. Meat. meat, meat, meat. A lot of us love pizza. I know I love eating pizza, so this is going to be a really useful sign for you. Make your V hand or 2 hand and then bend those fingers. You're going to draw a Z in the air. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Another common thing that we eat a lot is a sandwich. So to make the sandwich we need this piece of bread and this piece of bread and there's stuff in the middle and we put it together and put it in our mouths. Sandwich, sandwich, sandwich. Another favorite food is French fries. So French fries starts with F for French and F for fries. So we're going to make our F and bounce it. French fries. French fries. And it helps me to bounce the sign as I'm saying it in my head or saying it with my mouth. French fries. French fries. French fries. At many fast food places, you can order a hamburger. So you need to make C hands and put them together one way and then flip them. Hamburger. 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 Now this next sign, I'll have to explain where it comes from because most of us buy our hot dogs in a package where they're just one at a time in the package. But they're usually made one and then links to another and then links to another. So that's the sign for hot dog. But when we buy them in the store, those links are already cut apart. But the sign stays as linked together. Hot dogs. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Another nice snack is ice cream, especially on a hot day. So how do you eat an ice cream cone? You just hold it in your hand and you lick it, right? So this is the sign for ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. A very healthy snack is some fruit. So one of the fruits that moms like to feed us a lot is apples. So to make apple, make your X. Remember the X from the alphabet? And then you're going to put that part of your bent knuckle into your cheek and twist it. Apple. 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 Another fruit that's fun to eat because it's fun to peel is banana. So you need one finger as your banana and the other finger are going to peel it away. Banana. 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 Another fun snack is cookies. So for cookies, we need one hand to be the plate that we put them on, and then make a C with the other hand, and then we're going to put them on the plate. Cookies. 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 Most of you like candy. I have a daughter who doesn't really like candy, but for most of us we enjoy candy. So to make candy you need one pointer finger up and you twist it in your cheek. Candy. 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 Our next food isn't really food, it's gum. I'm not sure exactly what you would call gum or how you would categorize it, but it's not food. But it is something we put in our mouth. So to make the sign for gum, you need your two fingers. You're going to put them on your cheek and bend them. Gum. And I've seen it where you can bend it 2 or 3 times. Gum. Like you're chewing it in your mouth. Gum. 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 We all not only need to eat, but we need to drink. And the best thing for our bodies, for us to drink, is water. Water. So make a W, since the word water starts with W. Put it against your lips. Water. 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 Another thing we can drink is milk. So you hold your O hand out and then you're going to squeeze it. Now we've learned another sign where you make the O and then you squeeze it, and that was for the color orange, which is also the food orange. So some of you, when I've talked to you on live chat, when you were making orange you were holding it out here and squeezing it, and I said no, 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 don't do that because that means milk. And this comes from milking a cow. If you've ever milked a cow, they have their udders and you grab them and you squeeze the udder and it shoots the milk out. So that's what it comes from. But you only need one hand. Milk. 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 So we have the sign milk that uses the O and squeezes, and this color orange that is the same thing on your chin, which is also the fruit orange. I want you to remember that. There's another sign, and it's juice, and it does the same thing, but you squeeze as you move your hand towards your mouth. Juice. 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 Another thing we can drink that's not good for us, but we enjoy it every once in a while, is soda, sometimes called soda pop, or some people just call it pop. Others call it cola. So you can use all of those words, any of those words, and I'm going to teach you two different signs for soda or cola or pop. Okay, the first one is your L hand, and you put it on your, like near your shoulder, your upper arm, and you move it. Soda. Or this is also, I learned this for Coke. 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 Now I know a second sign for soda pop, so I'm going to teach it to you. One hand becomes your can, and the other hand you need that bent 8, that middle finger bent out. It's the bent 8 shape. And it goes in the can and pops out, and then you smack the top of the can. Pop. Pop. So your finger will go, your middle finger goes in the can, pops out, and your flat hand hits the top of the can. It's really fun to do. Pop. Pop. Soda pop. Soda pop. So use whichever sign the deaf people in your area use. This is a sign that's different as you live in different parts of the country. So you'll have to watch the deaf people and use their sign. Another pleasant thing to drink, especially at night or when you have a sore throat, is hot tea. So to make the sign for tea, we also use one hand as our cup or our mug. And then you want your F hand, and that's what you're going to stir your tea with. Tea. 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 Many adults like to drink coffee, and some kids like it too. To make coffee, we're going to hold one hand as an O, and then the other hand is going to go around it. And this sign comes from the coffee grinder, which many of you may have never seen, an old-fashioned coffee grinder. It's a wooden box, and then it has some machinery in it where you put the beans in there, and you close the lid, and then you turn the handle and it grinds up the coffee beans And then you can put it in a filter and make coffee. So this sign is an old sign. It comes from an old machine that we don't even use anymore. We use electric grinders, or we just buy our coffee already ground. So I wanted you to know where the sign came from. So one hand is like the box that we're going to put the beans in. The other hand is the grinder, or the handle that you turn to grind the coffee. So this is a sign for coffee. 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 Another snack that many of us enjoy, especially when we're watching the movies, is popcorn. So it's really easy and a fun sign to do. So you're going to take both your thumbs and your pointer fingers, turn your hands over, and you're going to flick your pointer fingers off of your thumbs alternately. So you might have to practice this a bit to get the motion right. But it's as if we were watching the popcorn pop. Okay, so you can go slow at first until it feels better. And make the sign for popcorn. 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 The sign for food and eat is the same. You have that flat O hand shape, and you put it towards your mouth. Food or eat. Food, eat. Food, eat. Food, eat. The all-encompassing sign for drink, if you aren't specifying which drink you want, is just to make one hand pretend to be a cup and drink. 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 I hope you've enjoyed learning these food and snack and drink signs, and I hope that you'll try to use them at home. As the more that you use your signs, the more you'll remember them, and they'll become more fluid and more a part of being able to use them as real language. See you next time. Bye-bye.